How's it going, everybody? So here's my weekly update. I'll start with the good and then unfortunately end with the bad, and there's more bad than there is good in this week's update. As far as weight loss goes, I was down another 2 pounds. I got down to 262. I took my second 2.4 injection last week. My first one went well. My second one, well, I'll get into that later. Yeah, there's the good. I was down to 262. As far as the bad is concerned, so my last injection I took last Tuesday, it was my second 2.4 milligram injection, which if you watched my last video, you know I was skeptical to go up in dose to begin with because my symptoms were the nausea, the appetite. Like, I know it's supposed to suppress your appetite, but my appetite was suppressed to the point where, like, if I took a piece of bread, it would make me feel like I was gonna throw up. So it was too suppressed. Anywho, that's why I was kind of scared to go up to the 2.4, but I took my first 2.4 dose. Everything was okay. Took my second one last Tuesday, and that day, I took it in the morning or afternoon. I usually take it late at night. Woke up in the middle of the night, was a little bit nauseous as usual. The next day was extremely nauseous and had no will to eat anything whatsoever. Like, the thought of food was just nauseating. The thought of food would make me sick. I didn't want to eat anything at all. So I kind of just wrote that off like it's my normal day after. It suppresses your appetite. It's what it does. 2.4, obviously it's going to suppress it more. I'm going up a dose. But then fast forward to Thursday, and it was getting like worse, my nausea. Normally it would start getting better as the days progressed, but it was getting to the point where, like, drinking would make me nauseous. Eating would make me nauseous, but I was still putting down water because I know that's typically what helps the side effects. But it just wasn't helping them this time. I ate, I can't remember, I ate something on Thursday night. Did fine eating that. But then Friday, I worked the first half of the day, and then the second half of the day, we're working on a patio in my backyard. So we were working on the patio. Once I finished work, we unloaded the bricks, brought them to the backyard, the bricks that needed to come back. And they're about, I think we had about 40 bricks, and over to Friday and Saturday, my fiance helped me, but we unloaded them from the front to the back. And usually outside I do pretty well. I don't get tired. I mean, the heat doesn't really bother me, but something felt different these 2 days. As the day progressed on Friday, I got weaker and weaker and just didn't feel right. And I just knew something was wrong, but I kind of was just ignoring it and writing it off as maybe I'm just tired, maybe I'm just fatigued, it is hot outside. Maybe it's just hotter than normal. It's the first real, like, 90+ degree days we've had this year. So I finish up Friday, we go to the store, we get more sand for the pavers, load them to the back. I kept having to, like, stop, take a breath. Anywho, fast forward, I ate dinner that day. We're gonna fast forward to Saturday. Saturday morning, I wake up 7:30. There was 16 more pavers in the back of my fiance's car. I went, woke up, got the pavers out of the back of the car. Then her dad was coming over to help me finish up the patio. So I unloaded the 16 pavers, got them to the back, and just once again felt even shittier on Saturday. I felt very faint. My color was off. I just kept having to take breaks. Every time I could possibly sit down, I would sit down. But once again, when you have someone helping you with something, you're not going to be like, I can't do this. I don't feel well. I have to go inside. Me being, I don't want to seem like, I don't want to be like a wimp or something and say, I got to go. I can't do this. I don't feel well, which I should have done. I should have known my limits. I was pushing my limits, and I knew that. And as the day progressed, I just felt crappier and crappier and crappier to the point where around 1 o'clock we finished up for the day, and I went out back. I threw some of the bags in the garbage can, and then I felt like I was gonna pass out, so I came inside and went to go take a shower. As I was about to go take a shower, I went to go get in the shower. I took my shirt off, and right as I took my shirt off, my legs were, like, completely giving out on me. As my legs completely gave out on me, I kind of, like, I got myself to the living room, sat on the couch, and then I passed out for like 5 or 10 seconds. And passed out, like, blacked out, and I don't really remember what happened in that time. So once I woke up from passing out, I vomited probably 10 times over the side of the couch, and I tried standing up to get to the bathroom. I couldn't stand up to get to the bathroom. I mean, when I tell you I couldn't stand up. It was, my legs just weren't working. So at that point I FaceTimed my fiance, to which she saw me throw up even more after I FaceTimed her telling her I needed help. So she called 911 and they came and they recommended I go to the hospital. I, probably for lack of better judgment, didn't go to the hospital when they suggested and stayed home. And then so my dad came over, because my fiance, she works at the hospital. My dad came over and brought me Gatorade and laid with me to make sure I was okay for the rest of the day. And then I called my doctor on Sunday, and he said that he was extremely worried and suggested that I go and get as many tests done that he recommended that I can. So I've been doing that this week. But the whole moral of the story is that they think that a lot of this stemmed from my Tuesday injection of Wegovy, because I just couldn't put down food. If I did, it made me sick, and the nausea was unbelievable. And I never had this happen with any of the other doses. It's just this 2.4 dose that really threw me for a loop. So it was recommended that I stop, at least for now, till I get to the bottom of what happened. They said I had a heat stroke on Saturday, which, if you look up all the symptoms, they all line up with that. I know one of the things my doctor was very concerned about is my heart was beating out of my chest when all this happened, and he didn't like hearing that. So I'm getting some testing done on my heart. So for now, I was told to slow down on the exercise, don't exercise. So I'm not allowed to exercise this week. I have to stay out of the sunlight, low stress. Yeah, and that's where it goes. Unfortunately, all the weight loss was going well. I was confident with where I was headed. I guess I'll have to figure out what I'm gonna do next. If I can't exercise, I'll keep trying to eat healthy. It's definitely discouraging to go through. It was very scary. In my entire 26 years of life, I've never thrown up before. So to throw up 15 times in a 10-minute span, projectilely throwing up is, yeah, it's not normal. It's not right. So I guess the doctor will be further looking into that. But yeah, once again, like I said, it's definitely discouraging. I've been having good results, and to have this, yeah, I guess there's highs and lows, and to have this come up, it definitely sucks. But keep moving on. I'll keep eating healthy. When I can work out again, I'll keep working out. So I guess my cardio challenge I was doing, the 10 miles on the stationary bike every day, that'll be put on hold, and I'll have to restart that when I can. But I'll keep doing what I can, and I'll keep you guys updated as far as my weight loss is concerned. I don't plan on gaining any weight back. So for now, I'll keep trying to lose it. It might not be as fast. I hope you stick with me, with or without the medication, because I know a lot of people go through insurance, and a lot of people's insurance probably are not going to cover it forever. So I hope this doesn't discourage you from subscribing, following, but now it's just another chapter in my weight loss journey, and I look forward to sharing it with you. Bye.